Father and Son Reactions. I'm Larry, that's Ethan, and today is Poll Thursday.
That's right, it is. Welcome everyone. So, if you're new to the channel, welcome. We post Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. And Thursdays are a special day because you guys vote in what song we react to every Thursday. And we call those Thursdays Poll Thursdays. And
we do.
You guys voted in some Paul McCartney today.
I'm excited, man. I don't think we've really ever done Paul McCartney.
We haven't done any of the
Paul
four.
McCartney or Beatles or
we haven't done
anything.
any of them, any of the four.
Wow.
And I know they're like the most legendary band of all time.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. I'm very excited to do this.
Yeah, and seeing them, or seeing him, Paul McCartney, in action is even better. So, you know, let's get into it.
Let's do it.
Gonna change around here. Jenny's gonna play a bit of bass. We're gonna do a piano tune. It goes back a few albums, but I'm sure you know it. Here we go.
Maybe I'm amazed at the way you love me all the time. Maybe I'm afraid of the way I love you. Maybe I'm amazed at the way you pull me out of time.
Can I go first? Wow. All right, can I go first? Yeah. All right, now let me preface this. Let me preface my comment with this. I'm a big Beatles fan. All right. He knows it. My family knows it. Everyone that knows me knows that I hold the Beatles up there and high. You know, like, if anyone asked me to list my favorite bands, it's the Beatles above everyone, and then I start with number 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Right? And he knows that.
And you can't say anything bad about them. You can't. They're that amazing.
With that being said, did Paul have a cold that night that this was recorded?
Yeah, his voice is a little scratchy.
His voice is very scratchy. And it's almost like he smoked a pack of cigarettes in an hour.
No, I don't think it's that.
And then forgot to drink a little water, and then went out and sang.
I think just because this song has that in it.
No.
Yeah, I don't think.
No. He was very scratchy.
It's just part of the song. Because he was doing it a lot. Like, those notes are not easy. And he looked older here, too. Like, at an older age. It's not
older age? This was years ago. Linda was alive back then, his wife at the time. Yeah, this is Linda McCartney days, dude. I don't know when, but...
This
video had to be 70s.
Oh.
I mean, it was either 70s or early 80s. Yeah, I mean, that's what I think. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe take a look and see what year it was from.
I'm gonna look right now.
But, his voice was very, very scratchy for me. And I never heard his voice scratchy.
Well, in the song...
And I've seen him many times and never heard his voice scratchy.
Well, maybe just in the song. That's how it is.
No, I don't think you can purposely make your voice like that.
You can.
I mean, I guess, you're Paul McCartney. You're almost, whatever. You could probably do anything with his voice. But I highly doubt that was on purpose. And another thing.
I can't find the...
What's the story with rock stars allowing their wives into the band? Like, why would Paul do that? I think John had Yoko singing backup. Bruce Springsteen...
1976.
Yeah.
Wow.
Springsteen met his wife and, while she was in the band and kept her. Like, I don't understand why these rock and rollers bring their wives into the band. Like, this is rock and roll, dude. You're not supposed to be hanging out with your wife. You leave for your tour. All right, see you, honey. I'll be back in 4 months. Maybe if you want to meet me in Memphis, in mid-July, we can have dinner.
Yeah, but I don't know. His voice, I think, was still great, though. Because that's some hard stuff
when he did
sing.
That was cool.
That was
that was nice. But it was too scratchy for me and too scratchy of a performance. I expect more from Paul McCartney.
You can't say that. You realize that.
I know, it's so wrong.
I think it was great. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
that was a fantastic... I'm sure everyone disagrees with you. That was an amazing performance.
I'm curious.
That is not easy to do. It's not easy to do.
Sing a song if you're Paul McCartney.
No, but that
part,
because if you think about it, most Beatles songs, at least the ones I've heard, don't do that in them. Don't do that type of thing.
Exactly.
This expands upon...
No, it doesn't expand.
It does. It very much does.
This throat was scratchy.
No, you're wrong. This song and that part of the song expands beyond what I've heard him do with his voice.
Right, because he was screwing up because he had a cold.
No.
Or he smoked a pack of cigarettes an hour before the show and forgot to drink some water before he went on stage.
I think it's just...
His water bottle was empty.
It's just part of the song.
Nah.
Yeah, I think so.
Nah, I think his water bottle was empty.
I disagree. I think it was an amazing performance. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Besides that part where he did the
aside from that, he's Paul McCartney. You do no wrong.
All right, good.
It's just, I'm not used to hearing his voice raspy like that. He doesn't have a raspy voice. I never heard it raspy.
He tried to.
Any song. You think he tried? I don't know.
Well,
when we're done recording, I want to find another live version.
Maybe his voice just wasn't
sing.
meant for it. So then when he tries to do it, it doesn't sound right.
Dude, he's Paul McCartney.
I know, but his voice in most songs doesn't do that.
Yeah, he was sick, man. He was sick that night. He was sick, yeah.
Nah, I don't think
He was sick. He came out, played the show anyway, ran out of water right before that song, and couldn't be like, you know, hey, can you grab me a little water? Because, the song had already started, and, that's what I think.
I disagree.
Yeah, well, you're allowed to disagree.
I am.
Especially on Poll Thursdays.
That's right. Speaking of, if you guys did not vote in the poll that just went up the other day, please do. I think.
Am I allowed to vote in these polls?
I mean, that kind of defeats the.
Well, not really. I mean, you make the polls.
Yeah, but that not always. I ask you for songs.
You ask me for my opinion sometimes, but you do it all.
No, not always.
Such a good son.
Oh, thank you, Dad. No, but the
He's
thing is,
such a good son. This guy puts
God.
so much time into this channel. He puts the poll together. He posts the polls. We make the recording. He stays here and he edits and he uploads.
It's really not that much to edit. It's just putting the intro in.
Okay. He puts the intro in. I forgot about that. He puts the intro in.
And the Instagram right there.
And the Insta, which you're going to hit us up on when you get a chance. And he uploads and he does it all. The kid does it all.
Come on, you're
He
exaggerating.
does it all. It's 16. Such a good kid.
Stop. It's not that hard. It's just because,
Well, it'd be hard if I had to do it.
Yeah, because you don't know, about technology as well as I do.
That's true.
It's just how it is, So I wish you'd help me with the polls and stuff, but you do
I'll
sometimes.
help you come up with songs.
Yeah.
You want an idea? You know what? I'm gonna come up with an idea for a poll.
I think-
And how you do a guitarist poll or an 80s poll or whatever poll. I'm gonna come up with an idea for a special poll.
Yeah, you will.
And I'll name it and I'll pick the songs and everything.
Yeah, almost every poll we do has a theme to it. You're gonna come up with one.
I'm gonna come up with one.
Yeah, we did a punk rock theme of a poll. We did a famous guitarist's theme for a poll.
Don't worry,
we have.
Dad, I'll come up with it.
All right. Good. I hope so.
Yeah.
But I completely disagree with you. I think this was a great performance.
Okay, listen, the performance is great, but just his voice was... I mean, all he needed to do was take a sip. That's all he had to do.
Okay.
Just take a sip, Paul.
Who knows? This could have been the encore. It could have been the last song of the night, and his voice was already, worn out.
No.
Although he did a lot of singing in this, in the 60s, every day. So I don't think it's.
Listen, that was Sir Paul McCartney, and I expected a little more.
Okay. Well, I thought his voice was great.
I love him, though. I love him.
Yeah?
When I used to listen to Howard Stern a lot, and I can't remember, when I first saw Linda in this video, his first wife, which, by the way, Paul has said that through their whole marriage, I think they only spent 1 or 2 nights apart.
Wow.
Yeah.
Even though he was on tour a lot and stuff?
Yeah. So, I mean, that's what I remember, but seeing him say once or read it somewhere, but... I remember when I was listening to Howard Stern years and years ago, I can't remember if it was Yoko Ono or Linda McCartney, but, I remember he got a hold of the isolated track of just her voice. It was either just Linda's or just Yoko, who was doing backup for either John or Paul. And it was
probably terrible.
The worst thing ever here. And you're it was just, it was the worst thing. And Howard just went crazy on it. It was the funniest thing. And as the video was going, I was trying to remember who it was, and I just can't remember.
Probably Yoko Ono. Her voice, I've heard her do yodeling stuff. It's terrible, Dad.
Yeah.
It's probably her.
Yeah, it is probably Yoko.
Yeah, probably. Most likely.
Yeah, so alright.
I wonder if there are reaction videos for her out there. People that are I've been requested to check out this singer before and they have no idea what it is.
I would love to react to it. Maybe we'll throw a bonus video out there.
No, but I'm saying what if
One of these days when we
reactors.
have a few videos built up and we can do it, you know, a few in the pocket.
Yeah.
We'll do a Yoko and just release it
Just
at like a
yeah.
random time.
Oh, that would be terrible.
Oh, I know. We'll have to do it. We'll do it.
One day we'll do
Yeah,
it. Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it.
All right, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Is there anything you want to tell the cool people out there?
That's about it for me, but like I said before, make sure you're voting in the polls that we put up every week. Those are pretty important because they determine what we react to. So yeah, that's
right.
about it for me. And thank you all so much for joining us, and we will see you all in the next one.
That's right. Take care, everybody.